Heights, Long Island, too much blood had been shed at that point, and there was no going back. And that's why the following year, after we went to Philadelphia, said, okay,
I came back to Secretary again with my personal view is not going to the anymore than your personal view of going with trucks going up and down the D convoys. Military equipment from
One of the other. How did that legacy continue and why? But yeah, the 1600s, right? Why don't we do 600 in New York? New York's founded in 1600. Why don't everybody walk about 1600s? In the American Revolution, predominant groups that are even the Hutchinson group there also speak of an ethnic.
Away, Rio, so fairly well, my pretty young girl, and we're bound for the Rio Grande.
Our ship lies awaiting out over the bar.
Away, Rio,
We pointed her bow to the southern star, and we're
bound for the Rio Grande.
Bring forth the cartridge. Charge the piece. Ram the charge. Take and prime. Now at this point, please cover your ears. Do not put your fingers in your ears. Cover your ears with your hands and open your mouth. It will be a loud bang. Make ready to get fire. Fire! Huzzah!
Huzzah!
And now
Okay. Start right here. Glauco?
Oh, here come the horses.
Rumors that 3 days after he was buried in his tomb, a letter arrives from a member of the Congress requesting that Washington run for a third.
3 paces to the front, march. Left, face. Make ready. Present. Fire. Ooh.
And when you're completely solid, you are lock, stock, and barrel. And let's see if we're really charged for this now. One more try.
We did 40 years ago. We did row across to Manhattan. We had quite a contingent, and I appreciate the Brooklyn folks for coming out and supporting us. 42 years ago, we started Glover's Regiment, the reenacted regiment, and we tried to depict ourselves as accurate as possible. The fishermen from Marblehead were tough bunch of guys, and they were used to following discipline, and that's why Glover had no problems with his sailors and fishermen. Neither did General Washington, and as a matter of fact, because we were pretty much in blue sailors' jackets, he had Glover and his troops as his house guard in Cambridge, and he knew that they were pretty spiffy and he could trust them, and they were very well outfitted. It was raining out. This is the thing that saved you, was the bayonet, and that's why the British had the upper hand at the beginning of the war. because they
You said your father comes from where?
Gaeta,
Gaeta. And your name is?
Elbeta, Piccolo Elba,
Elbeta.
Elbeta,
And the first name?
Roberto.
Roberto. And are you a sailman still? What do you do?
I was Navy. I was in the American Navy for 30 years.
Ah, okay.
And I was stationed in Naples,
In Naples?
A Napoli.
So you speak some Italian?
Sì, un poco. Mi dispiace non bene, ma...
It was mostly white, the first was mostly black, and they combined them at the end because they had lost so many men and made a single regiment out of it. So it depends on what time period you're talking about as to who was in command and what the composition of the regiment was.
By the way, Hamilton was half black.
Thank you.
Was born.
That's news to me.
Yeah, West Indies.
Yeah, that's true. That he was accused of that. That was by his enemies. So you don't know if they made that up or if it was true, but it very well could have been.
And one of his best friend was black, right?
Yeah. You got to remember at this time, delineation between the classes and the races was different from what it is today, and we would have a difficult time negotiating our way, given our present understanding. But at that time, there were well-to-do blacks, there were free blacks, there were slave blacks, and part of this whole thing was to work out, who was going to be an American, who actually deserved. There was difference in classes. I mean, an indentured servant wasn't much better than a slave. He was treated much the same way, but the only difference was that after his indenture's over, he was a full citizen.
If he ran away, it's harder to find.
Hard to find. In fact, and that's not a minor point. In Virginia, in the beginning, before there was a United States, blacks who lived in the United States were just equal to everybody else. In fact, they were landowners and business owners. But a lot of people think America was founded on cotton. It wasn't. It was founded on tobacco. The Europeans love American tobacco. It's the best in the world. It still is. And what was the colonists selling to England? Tobacco. So if tobacco is a drug, Americans started out as drug dealers, but we won't take it to that.
You said that the involvement of African Americans is recent. Why?
Well, because people didn't really understand that we were an integral part of this history, and it's our job as reenactors to bring this history, this story, to the public. And the more African Americans find out that, yeah, we contributed to the founding of America, we paid for our citizenship with our blood. So it was not given to us. We paid full price for this. And that's the story that needs to be told, not just for black Americans, for white Americans to understand that, so that they understand our participation. It's not nice to have, it's necessary to have if you're going to tell the entire story. So we're 1/5 of the Colonial Army by the Battle of Yorktown. So this is something that Americans need to understand and need to know. And it's not that Abraham Lincoln gave us our freedom. We fought for it for the very beginning.
Sure, because you said also that you shared the American dream since then.
Yes. The patriots who fought in the Colonial Army, they weren't guaranteed their freedom, but they believed in the American dream. So they put their bodies on the line to make sure that this dream came true. So they are true patriots. They are true, and we're here to represent those men. So people say, oh.
Destroyed every year, so then they're not sending it.
You loyalist dogs, run!
Take care! Halt! First season! Fire! Private low! Second objective! First section! First section! Make ready! Present! Fire! Prime and load! Okay. Fire! Fire! Second section, front! First section, make ready! Present! Fire!
Taking dead selfie. Another dead selfie.